Hey there, and welcome back to the channel, the place where science meets your pillow. Tonight, we're not talking about sleep cycles or melatonin. Tonight, we're diving into something a little more interesting. Something your brain actually thinks about right before you close your eyes. We're talking about attraction. Specifically, what does science say actually attracts women? Not what movies told you, not what magazines sell you. What peer-reviewed research, evolutionary biology, and psychology have quietly been uncovering for decades. And here's the wild part. A lot of this stuff happens while people are half asleep or in dream-like, unconscious states. The brain, it turns out, is doing a lot of attraction math without you even knowing. So get comfortable, pull up your blanket, and let's get into it. Let's start with something you can't see at all: the voice. Researchers at University College London ran a series of experiments asking women to rate recordings of men's voices. Same words, different pitches. The result? Women consistently rated lower-pitched voices as more attractive, more dominant, and, here's the interesting part, more trustworthy. But why? It comes down to testosterone. A deeper voice during and after puberty is loosely associated with higher testosterone levels. And from an evolutionary standpoint, testosterone has historically signaled physical health, strength, and genetic fitness. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The preference for deeper voices isn't constant. Studies, including a widely cited one published in the journal Hormones and Behavior, found that women's voice preferences shift across their menstrual cycle. Around ovulation, the preference for deeper voices gets stronger. The unconscious mind, it seems, is doing fertility math at all times. But before you start trying to talk like a movie trailer narrator, there's a catch. A separate study found that voice warmth and resonance mattered more than raw pitch alone. A voice that's deep but cold or monotone scores lower than a slightly higher voice that's warm, expressive, and emotionally engaging. So the lesson from the science? It's not just how low your voice is, it's how alive it sounds. Now, we get into the stuff that sounds like science fiction, but is very, very real. In the 1990s, Swiss biologist Klaus Wedekind ran what has become one of the most famous and strangest experiments in attraction research. He had a group of men wear plain, white t-shirts for 2 nights. No deodorant, no cologne, just themselves. Then he had women smell those t-shirts, blindly, without knowing anything about the men, and rate them on attractiveness and pleasantness. The women didn't just pick randomly. They consistently preferred the smell of men whose immune system genes, called MHC genes, or major histocompatibility complex, were different from their own. Why would that matter? Because when 2 people with different immune gene profiles have children, those children inherit a broader, more diverse immune system. They're statistically better equipped to fight disease. The women's noses, without any conscious input, were doing genetic compatibility screening. This effect has been replicated multiple times across cultures. It's been found in humans, in mice, in fish. It seems to be a deep, ancient biological mechanism. And here's a detail that'll make you think. Women on hormonal birth control showed a reversed preference. They preferred men with similar MHC genes. Some researchers believe this is because hormonal contraceptives mimic the hormonal state of pregnancy, during which proximity to genetic relatives feels safer. There's also the simple, more everyday version of this. Multiple studies confirm that women, on average, have a significantly more sensitive sense of smell than men. They're better at detecting subtle scent differences. They give scent more weight in attraction decisions. What this means practically, personal hygiene matters enormously. But more than that, the research suggests that a person's natural scent, when clean, is one of the most powerful unconscious signals in attraction. Drowning it in heavy synthetic cologne might actually be working against you. Let's talk about something that's been said for decades, but is now backed by serious research: humor. A 2006 study by psychologist Eric Bressler found that women placed significantly more weight on a partner's ability to make them laugh than men did. Men, on the other hand, were more attracted to women who appreciated their humor. This difference is fascinating, and it maps onto a broader pattern in attraction research. Being funny is hard. It requires rapid cognitive processing, pattern recognition, timing, and social awareness. Humor, researchers argue, is essentially a cognitive fitness display. When someone makes you genuinely laugh, not a rehearsed joke, but something spontaneous and clever, your brain is registering. This person is sharp. There's also the bonding dimension. Shared laughter releases oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. It creates a sense of intimacy and trust remarkably quickly. First dates that involve genuine laughter are statistically more likely to lead to a second date. There's one nuance worth adding. The type of humor matters. Self-deprecating humor, used in moderation, tends to be more attractive than humor that punches down at others. It signals confidence and security. You can laugh at yourself without falling apart. And dark or aggressive humor, studies show, tends to be attractive only when there's already established comfort and trust. Lead with it too early, and it reads as a red flag, not a charming quirk. This one is short, strange, and real. Multiple studies, including several by psychologist Andrew Elliott at the University of Rochester, have found that people are rated as more attractive and more sexually desirable when they are photographed wearing red, or when red is present in the background or framing of their image. This effect has been found across multiple cultures, including cultures with very different aesthetic norms. It doesn't appear to be purely learned. It seems to have a biological root. Red in primates signals fertility, dominance, and health. Female chimpanzees display red coloring during ovulation. The human brain, deep in its old wiring, still seems to respond to this signal. The effect works for both men and women being evaluated, but research suggests it's slightly stronger when women are evaluating men. A simple, science-backed wardrobe note. Red isn't magic, but it's not nothing either. So there you have it. Voice, scent, humor, and underneath it all, sleep. What's beautiful about all of this research is that it paints a picture of attraction that's far richer and stranger than what pop culture tells us. It's not just about looks. It's not just about money or status. It's about a whole constellation of biological and social signals that we send and receive, mostly without knowing it. And so much of it comes back to the same simple foundation: taking care of yourself, being genuinely present, and, yes, getting a good night's rest. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Drop a comment below with the fact that surprised you the most. And if you're watching this right before bed, perfect. That's exactly where this video was meant to land. Sleep well. We'll see you in the next one.